Leftists need to unite and take over the government now. What up, humans? I'm Laura Scott, the Storytelling Saiyan. I write illustrated fantasy books for adults. I draw nerdy commentary videos in the Story Kitchen, but actual life inspires the imagination. This is real fiction. So the No Kings protest happened this past weekend, and we had our usual leftist criticism of how it didn't speak to power and how it was organized and funded by Democrats and Zionists. All great and honest criticisms. But there was two comments I seen that I believe are the most important to talk about and speak to the bigger issues about leftist politicians. This very important tweet said, yes, the No Kings rallies are problematic, but if you're an organizer and that rally is where working class folks are showing up en masse, it's far more strategic to leverage their turnouts to organize as many people as you can than it is to critique it all day long. Now, of course, this comment had both agreement and pushback. The pushback for me was especially frustrating because the critics kept saying that the protesters were upper class, boomer class, who could afford to take a Saturday off and fuck around, and they wouldn't be engaged with leftist politics. And that leads me to this other important tweet that I seen. This person said, for all the valid critique of No Kings, and it should be deeply criticized for its reactionary reformism to destabilize and de-radicalize, the radical left needs to deal with the fact that somehow we're still being out-organized by these people. That's our failure. And they snapped. It is our failure. In my eyes, leftists are disbanded, separated, and disorganized. Leftist organizations and politicians need to come together under one banner so they can take shit over. You know that saying that leftists eat their own? That if we disagree with each other over one little fucking thing, we split up? It's fucking true, in my opinion, allegedly. I think leftists have not been able to achieve and maintain the power that they need because they refuse to move as a singular unit on a singular, unwavering platform. What hits harder, a hand or a fist? You know the fucking answer. I remember Cornel West's 2024 bid for president. From my research, he started with the People's Party, which I thought was fucking defunct, but I heard about his run when he came forward with the Green Party. Then all of a sudden he was running as an independent. Then I guess he was in the Justice for All Party. I've never heard of them. My point though is, Cornel West hopping from one leftist group to another leftist group within months of each other made him look unserious, uncommitted, and irresponsible. And the fact that there were so many ununified leftist groups for him to hop around to makes us look unserious, uncommitted, and irresponsible. And that's what I feel about leftists and leftist politicians as a whole. You know why people haven't overthrown this fucking Epstein government yet? Even though this level of naked corruption and war crimes might lead us to our mass extinction in the very near future, it's because the people have nothing to replace it with. Democrats and Republicans are functionally the same. If regular people didn't think that, Trump wouldn't be fucking president right now. And leftists are too separated and disorganized for the people to fucking turn to. Which group do you even go to? Green Party? Party for Socialism and Liberation? Socialist Alternative? Democratic Socialists of America? DSA? Do y'all see my fucking problem yet? So it's an election year. I know people be like, oh, Trump the dictator is not gonna let there be an election. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. I want us to be in a position to challenge him if he fucking tried it. This election cycle, I've been looking at the various leftist organizations that I know of to learn who's running this year and to get an idea of what the fuck is going on with each one. So far, I got Butch Ware in California, Oliver Larkin in Florida, Hartzell Gray in Missouri, Summer Lee running again in Pennsylvania, Andre Easton in the Bronx, New York, Chris Rabb in Philly, and Kashama Sawant in Seattle. Doing this lefty Easter egg hunt stresses the fuck out of my neurodivergent brain. And no, I don't have time to talk about each separate group that they're running with. A normal, frustrated, disaffected voter also doesn't have the fucking time to research multiple leftist groups. If the left was effectively united, it would be easy to see who was running and where, what organization was holding a rally in which location, where your mutual aid donations were going to. But most importantly, an effectively unified left could stand on an unshakable platform with an unbending message that people could get behind and throw their full support behind. The reason Democrats and Republicans are so powerful is because they are solid and centralized. And leftists fucking refuse to learn that simple truth. Leftists are not meeting people where they're at. And people will not fall behind a group that they don't see as powerful. And that's why Democrats and Republicans get shit done while we don't. Best believe every fucking dollar that was donated to No Kings is circulating in the Democratic Party right now, and none of it is going to mutual aid. And that includes climate scientists too. Climate scientists should be at the forefront, working with leftist organizations to make sure they build the power to actually implement environmental initiatives. But again, why would a scientist waste their fucking time trying to pick from the disjointed menu of tiny-ass leftist groups? Leftist politicians, your division is failing us all. But y'all still have time. You have your platforms, and you can quickly communicate with each other with just the push of a button. But it's time for leftists to unite and consolidate our power. One leftist party, one universal message. It's time to become a fist, or we can fucking die as separate fingers because we couldn't stop a group of genocidal pedophiles. Get united, leftists, and quickly. Anyway, humans, thank you for hearing my saying thoughts. Now I want to hear yours. If you like my illustrated commentary, please consider supporting my Patreon with as little as $1 or more a month, or check my graphic novel and paintings in the Laura Scott Bookstore. If you're not ready for that, I completely understand. So I thank you for liking this video, following me here and on all my other social medias, and commenting your thoughts and emojis to help me grow. And I will see y'all again soon. Later.